Picture this. You wake up one morning and something feels off. The air feels different, heavier, and there's an unusual stillness around you. You look out your window, and the horizon seems different. It's not just different, it's almost surreal. It's much farther away than it was yesterday. The familiar skyline has transformed into something vast and alien. You turn on the news and your jaw drops. The headlines are screaming about an unprecedented event. Overnight, Earth has grown to the size of Jupiter. The planet you once knew is now a colossal giant in the solar system. This might sound like the plot of a science fiction movie, but let's dive into the incredible consequences of such an event. Imagine the sheer scale of changes that would ripple through every aspect of life. What would happen to our planet and everything on it if Earth suddenly became a gas giant? The transformation would be beyond anything we've ever imagined. Buckle up, because we're about to explore the mind-blowing reality of a Jupiter-sized Earth. This journey will take us through uncharted territories of science and imagination. What we know as our home planet would be unrecognizable. The very geography of Earth would be altered in unimaginable ways. The familiar continents would be stretched thin, and our once vast oceans would pale in comparison to the sheer scale of this new Earth. The landscapes we cherish would be transformed. Life as we know it would be changed forever. The ecosystems, the weather patterns, and even the way we live our daily lives would be drastically different. But this isn't just about size, it's about the profound impact this growth would have on everything we understand about our world. The very fabric of our existence would be altered, from the force of gravity to the very air we breathe. Get ready for a wild ride as we explore the hypothetical scenario of what if Earth was as big as Jupiter. The adventure begins now. One of the most immediate and drastic changes we'd experience is the increase in gravity. This would be felt in every aspect of our daily lives, from the moment we wake up to the time we go to bed. Jupiter's gravity is about 2.5 times stronger than Earth's. This means that everything on Earth would feel significantly heavier. If our planet were to suddenly balloon in size, we'd all feel much heavier. Simple tasks like walking or lifting objects would become monumental challenges. Imagine carrying around 2.5 times your weight all the time. Every step would require more effort, and fatigue would set in much quicker. Our bones and muscles aren't designed for that kind of stress. Over time, this could lead to severe health issues, including bone fractures and muscle tears. Walking would become incredibly difficult, and even standing upright for long periods would be a challenge. Everyday activities would become exhausting. The increased gravity wouldn't just affect us, it would impact everything on the planet. Structures and natural formations would be under immense stress. Buildings would crumble under their own weight, and trees would struggle to grow upright. The very landscape of our world would change dramatically. The oceans would be pulled deeper, potentially causing massive tsunamis. Coastal areas would be at constant risk of flooding. This dramatic increase in gravity would reshape the very fabric of our world, making it a very different place from the one we know. The geography of our planet would be altered forever. We'd have to adapt quickly to survive in this high-gravity environment. New technologies and methods of living would be essential for our survival. As if stronger gravity wasn't enough, the atmosphere itself would undergo a dramatic transformation, altering the very air we breathe. Jupiter's atmosphere is mainly composed of hydrogen and helium, with traces of other gases like methane and ammonia, creating a harsh and unbreathable environment. These gases would mix with our existing atmosphere, creating a toxic cocktail that would be deadly to humans and most life forms, making survival nearly impossible. The atmospheric pressure would also increase significantly, making it difficult to breathe, as the air would be much denser and harder to inhale. Imagine trying to inflate a balloon underwater. That's what it would feel like to try and take a breath on our supersized Earth, a constant struggle for every breath. The once familiar blue sky would be replaced by swirling bands of gas, much like what we see on Jupiter, altering our perception of the sky forever. These bands are driven by powerful jet streams and are home to colossal storms that can rage for centuries, creating a chaotic and dangerous atmosphere. The beauty of these atmospheric phenomena would be a small consolation for the hostile environment they create, a constant reminder of the planet's new, perilous nature. Speaking of storms, get ready for some extreme weather. Jupiter's Great Red Spot, a storm larger than Earth, has been raging for centuries. On a Jupiter-sized Earth, we could expect even more intense and long-lived storms. Hurricanes, tornadoes, and thunderstorms would become far more frequent and powerful. Winds would reach unimaginable speeds, capable of leveling entire cities in minutes. The rain wouldn't just fall, it would come down in torrential downpours that could last for weeks or even months. These extreme weather events would be catastrophic, reshaping coastlines, carving out new valleys, and drastically altering the landscape. Safe havens from these superstorms would be few and far between. The changes wouldn't stop at the atmosphere and weather. Earth's interior would also be affected, leading to increased geological activity. The pressure from the additional mass would put immense stress on the planet's crust. Imagine earthquakes so powerful they make the strongest ones we've experienced seem like tremors. Volcanoes would erupt with unprecedented fury, spewing lava and ash into the already chaotic atmosphere. The very ground beneath our feet would be in constant turmoil. These geological upheavals would reshape continents, create new mountain ranges, and potentially even split the Earth's crust. It would be a period of intense geological activity, constantly reshaping the face of our planet. With all these dramatic changes, what would happen to life on Earth? The short answer is, it wouldn't be good. The combination of increased gravity, a toxic atmosphere, extreme weather, and rampant geological activity would create an environment incredibly hostile to life as we know it. Most plants and animals would not be able to adapt quickly enough to survive. The collapse of ecosystems would be widespread, leading to mass extinction events. Only the hardiest of organisms, like extremophiles that thrive in extreme environments, might stand a chance of survival. It's possible that some forms of life could adapt and evolve to thrive in this new environment. Perhaps new species would emerge, uniquely suited to the challenges of a Jupiter-sized Earth. However, it's unlikely that humanity, as we know it, would be among the survivors. The scenario of Earth becoming the size of Jupiter is a thought experiment in extreme change. It forces us to confront the fragility of our existence and the delicate balance that makes life on Earth possible. Could humans survive on a supersized Earth? It's highly unlikely. The changes would be too drastic, too swift, and too overwhelming for our species to adapt in time. We are creatures of this specific planet, reliant on its unique conditions for survival. However, this hypothetical scenario can teach us valuable lessons about our own planet and the importance of protecting it. By understanding the delicate balance that makes life on Earth possible, we can better appreciate the need to address climate change, pollution, and other threats to our environment. After all, we only have one Earth, and it's important to keep it a place we can call home.